Welcome to Bariatric Business Accelerator. This is the podcast created for busy weight loss practitioners and their teams who want to systematize, simplify, and accelerate the growth of their new or existing weight loss practice. I am here at the Obesity Medicine Conference 2025, and I am here with Carolyn Polavito. She is a whiz when it comes to marketing, and also just for Robart and their products in general. But we were having a conversation. It was something that I needed to share with all of you because I get asked this question a lot. And I'm not an expert in this particular area. Lots of things I'm not an expert in, like all of us. No. But I found somebody who is, and that is the use of TikTok. And I get this from practitioners. And I was telling Carolyn, I said, oh my gosh, they'll ask me about it. Is it something I should do? Do I have to dance? What I don't even want to, but my team keeps telling me I should. And then there's practitioners finding patients who are very interested. So could you tell us a bit about the ins and outs of TikTok channel, sort of like the benefits, all that sort of stuff, and what makes it work for somebody?
Yeah. So, I think the biggest thing that TikTok is leveraged for is to really connect with the community and to connect with your patients on a much broader scale and a way to educate them that feels genuine and feels authentic and feels like a personal connection when you don't have the time to meet with every single person one-on-one and have, a 31-hour conversation. So, it's definitely an intimidating platform. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to dance. You don't have to do all the silly pranks. You don't have to figure out the voiceovers. I think what we've found a lot of success in is just genuine, raw, authentic conversation. So the conversation we would sit and have with your patients, you're filming by yourself and you're just telling them, okay, here's some important pieces you need to know. Let's take hydration, for example. Okay, you're taking a GLP-1. Here's what you need to know when you're getting started. Here's 5 tips. Stay hydrated. And you keeping water in or an electrolyte packet first before there. Make a little, water mocktail, things like that you can share that are simple and easy way that you would speak to your patient. And just take it short. It's just a conversation on a much broader scale.
Okay. I was going to ask you, what's a recommended length?
30 seconds to a minute. If you want to really go into, let's say you wanted to go into the pros and cons of a meal plan or a program versus the drugs, of course, something like that, then maybe a little bit lengthier, but 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be this perfect script. People and consumers can see right through this scripted, uncomfortable. They want to just see you as another peer-to-peer conversation.
Right. So interesting. So how do I, is there anything specific to attract a certain population? I mean, we're all looking for even patients, but isn't there a particular something that resonates with this clientele? I mean, besides the tips, and I do appreciate that, like just 1 or 2 tips. Keep it short,
simple,
and easy to get down.
Yeah, I think introducing yourself and introducing who you are and what you provide to the community is really for getting started. Dr. Caroline, I prescribe medications, and this is why I prescribe medications. Or this is also where I have meal plans.
Right.
So really just getting to know, let them get to know you, and let them understand who you are, what is real. You can make it fun, you can make it serious,
Yeah.
But people, especially on TikTok, are looking for a trusted authority and not just another influencer question. They want to hear from the medical professionals to understand how can I really do better for myself on this circle and drink harder.
Okay, and what about the call to action? I mean, how obviously we like to have a call to action. Is it really something that you just mention? Is it something in your profile? How does that work?
Yeah, you can do a link in bio, which you'll see that quite a bit on TikTok, where you can include all the information to your website if you have resources to shop your products, to schedule a call if you're in such and such area. Here's how to schedule a meeting with us.
Yeah.
So that's really the biggest thing is, check our link in bio to learn more about whatever the top champion is.
So kind of similar to Instagram. Yeah. Okay. All right. Any risks?
I mean, you're exposing yourself, of course. It can be nerve-wracking. the TikTok community is very vocal when it comes to commenting and things like that. So, I would always advise this is not medical advice. This is, if you have specific questions to your provider directly, this is just a really sharing.
Yeah.
So things like that are definitely important to keep out there and to make sure, people will comment and they will ask questions. So it's just it's a very conversational month.
Okay. All right. I know. And then can I get an easy start just by establishing a channel and then maybe even just sharing what I'm doing on Instagram to get my feet wet? Is that a way to ease in and to leverage my content that I may have already?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll find if we have a large Facebook group, we're starting a TikTok account. Be sure to follow us at Digital. And then you can also share other forms of content that you may put out. Having conditions through practice.
Yeah.
Hey, we're now on TikTok. Come post with us. You can find exclusive tips. You can find exclusive news.
Yeah. Sometimes get put TikTok.
Yeah. You just have to live where it's going to be. And I think that's the thing to get started is just really introducing yourself and setting yourself up for an authoritative voice and community.
Yeah.
So as people come, we actually never to change the account for BioCare or GLP-1 companion products. And you'll see at the top we've pinned a couple of videos and explaining. You'll see me on there saying, this is what BioCare is, this is what BioCare does, this is why we're here.
Right.
So that way you can do your intro, pin it at the top of the videos. So that way every time someone gets your profile, they know who you are, they know why they should trust you, and then all the others too.
So, well, I want to check it out now. I don't know. What is it?
BioCare Nutrition.
BioCare Nutrition. Oh, so easy. Easy. And then we can see how the expert was to learn. So anyhow. Well, anything else? Any other pearls or?
Friendly stuff. Just try and, if you want to do a dance, do it. If you want to just be it all, do that too. Just stay a hunter, stay true to yourself, and you'll see comments come in from patients that it's really incredible and it's to me brings such a light to show what we're doing, and we learn so much from that. And just
I have to say, I personally, I've been hesitant for our practice to do it, but if you have a team member, oftentimes we may have younger team members who are very hip with the TikTok. I found that they also have great ideas. Sometimes they'll want to just take it over and manage the whole thing for you, and you can include your team on that too.
And
So
don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the silly friends. If you have someone who's an advocate for it and you've got someone to champion the project, it's a whole new world. Let them do it.
Yeah, I agree. Even one of our employees would share information about our practice. I didn't even know she was doing this, but she was just so proud of what we're doing. And we actually had to give, patients should have given me the motivation to just go in there and dive in, but I didn't because So, and Instagram, the rest of it doesn't intimidate. YouTube, doing videos, but any of them. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad she was able to share her wisdom with all of us. And I apologize for the noise and probably the poor audio on this, but we're at a conference. There's people walking around. There's people interested in the Robart products and all that good stuff. So thank you so much, Carolyn. Yeah, and until next time, everybody take care.